guys. It is 9:20 a.m. on Wednesday, the 181st day I'm doing this. Here is your daily dose of hope. And what I want to say is that yesterday was really hard. But what I did differently, even though it felt foreign because I never had this, all those things, is I told myself, okay, I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to be teary-eyed, or I don't want to feel. But what I'm not going to do is what I call succumb to the feeling. So what I'm not going to do is, whether consciously or not, what ends up happened in the past, because this is how I was treated, is take away food, take away water, right? Like take these survival things away. Because then it's like the emotion isn't clean anymore. It's like maybe it's just happening because I'm so, like biologically depleted. I am anyway, but I'm just saying emergency zone. So I made a deal with myself. I was like, okay. It felt uncomfortable because I didn't have anybody supporting me, all that stuff. But the bottom line is I did it, and I was like, I don't want to feel this way. It feels unsafe to feel this way. But the reality is the facts are I'm by myself. Like, it's appropriate to feel this way, and just reminded myself in the end, like, if you had a safe person here, or if you grew up safe, you would be like, this is just a moment of emotion, something to be scared of or ashamed of or anything. And so I supported myself through it, just like I would and do for my daughter, right? And I was like, wow. And I also use ChatGPT as like a anchor, of like, because I was like, no, you don't have time for this. You have all the stuff you have to get done. But the fact was none of it had to get done yesterday. And on top of it, the things I do have to do, such as being a mom, and my big thing is this year's foundation and experimentation. So just reminding myself, it's actually not an emergency right now. Nothing's actually an emergency. But like I said, it was supporting myself through it. Like, I still took a shower. I went in the car. Today's actually my 6th day of going in the car. And just seeing how I'm truly creating this foundation from the ground up with no prior experience with any of this, with no kind of normal supports of like, oh yeah, I'll watch her so you can whatever. I'm not getting any of that. And what happened was yesterday I had a chance to get food, and that was basically canceled. So that absolutely triggered that survival, But that all being said and true, the facts are that when I accepted that it might be a hard day emotionally, and when I supported myself through it, like I said, like, okay, well, we're still going to drink water. We're still going to whatever. I was able to not only be there for my daughter as always, but be the parent that I am and have healthy, enforced boundaries, like, the hard stuff that parents need to do that I'm the only one doing. And it just reminded me, I had this thought the other day come at me when I was making dinner of like, what if you died right now? I was like, have I conducted myself with integrity? Yeah. So I guess I'm good. And integrity does not mean doormat. It means integrity, So all that to say that last night was the 3rd night that I turned everything off for myself by 10. I woke up again at 4:30, but I've decided not to worry about that. That falls in the category of something I can't necessarily control. But I can, to some extent, control when I close my eyes, And just, I really feel a shift happening deep inside. And that being said, today was a 6th day, like I said, in the car. And I almost didn't go in the car because circumstances are favorable today. And I thought, well, you don't need to go in the car. But then I thought, hey, that's the part we need to change. We want to be happy and like meet our needs regardless of circumstances. On top of it, I think of it like an emotional bank account. So just like I say I love you to my daughter every day, I don't wait until she's like I don't feel loved. You know what I mean? It's like the same with me, but it was uncomfortable. It was foreign, but I did do it. And then I did a sound healing thing in the car because I thought, hey, we're building on this. This is a good thing. And this is going to allow me to accept and allow in the good even deeper, you know? And yeah, so I've done a couple meditations, some tapping, eaten something, I've drank, I think, 4 cups of water, did my car thing, took a shower, but like enjoyed the shower. Then I have this new rule where after the shower, I turn on the fan for like 20 minutes to like ventilate. So I'm like, okay, during that 20 minutes while I'm drying off, turn on music, make your bed. And the facts are, I'm like blown away because, again, time blindness, but I can use that to my benefit. And I'm like, set the timer for 20 minutes to make your bed. It's not going to take 20 minutes, but just set it for 20 minutes. And the facts are, I made my bed slowly, easily, happily because I was dancing while, I was like happy. And then I was like, I wonder if I could start to clean up this area. So I did it very systematically and I made progress. And I'm just like, all before 20 minutes. I'm just like, whoa. So anyway, and then the really cool thing, the marker of true deep progress is when I woke up at 4:30, even though I kind of woke up with anxiety, but a thought bubbled up naturally, which is so exciting, that said, I don't need anyone's permission or acceptance to be me. And I was like, yeah. So this is just the journey of me embracing myself. And, yes, it would be a hell of a lot easier if circumstances were different on some level. But even beyond that, even regardless of that, that's how you, I think, at least for me, live a happy life. Is you say, I'm going to do these things regardless of how anybody's treating me or anything like that. Regardless if I don't feel it in the moment. Like if I do a meditation but I get distracted, that's okay. Do the rep anyway, And like I said, this year's for me is about experimentation and foundation. And I realized the way to expand capacity for me in a sustainable, safe way is to not let the expansion trump the foundation that I'm trying to build. It's kind of like someone trying to hang a wall on a wall that's not finished constructing. And it's just incredible. So anyway, I love you guys. I just spoke from my heart as always, but I just wanted to, as always, give hope. And yeah, I don't have like everything figured out, but I'm learning how to enjoy it along the way. I'm learning to truly figure out what makes me happy. So one of the things is someone had got me a gift bag and I was like, oh, well, throw it away. It's a gift bag. And then I thought, I smiled as soon as I looked at it. Why do I need to get rid of it? I don't actually need to get rid of it. It makes me happy, and I matter too, And the thing is that's only going to help whoever is around me, is for me to fill my cup with things that people might completely take for granted, good for them. I still deserve them, So when people are like, oh, did the doctor get back to you, blah, 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 I had to let that go for yesterday because I have so much built-in demands. I can't afford to worry about chasing down a doctor at that moment. I had to at least give myself some water, give myself some food, make sure we had food, that's the reality. But like I said, the flip side of it is not being a martyr, not succumbing to that, like letting the joy in too. But you can only let the light in to the extent you allow the dark. Me holding in emotion when it's appropriate and safe and all that, just because, oh, come on, you're still whatever type of thing, prevents me from feeling the joy that I am. So it's just incredible, and it just helped me see You're not out of control by any means. You're literally not feeling great. It makes every sense in the world why you're not feeling great, but how can you support yourself through this? Possibly. And I even looked up, at one point I looked up how to help a mom in my position, and the things they were saying were absolutely true, but I don't have any of that right now. But still, it's like my new thing is I'm defiantly happy. I'm happy because I'm doing everything I can within my control, my sphere, which is very small at the moment, which is okay, to be happy. Not to pretend to be happy, not to fake being happy, but to be happy. Like, what are these moments of joy? And music gives me joy, sparkles give me joy. Hugs give me joy. So it's like, don't deny myself those moments of joy just because the circumstances are so uncertain, stressful, blah, 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 blah. And I see how going to the car every day is going to provide that certainty for myself that I deserve and need. And yes, if someone was like, oh, I'll take her, like anything, but even despite all that, I'm still doing, like I said, this is me defiantly embracing myself. So anyway, that being said, love you guys. Remember, you are the sky. You were here yesterday. You're here today. You will be here tomorrow, and you deserve to be here every single day. I love you, and I just want to say that, like, no matter what your circumstances may be, no matter how people may be treating you, all of that, you deserve to be here. So just keep reminding yourself of that, because that's actually true. Okay, have a great day.